everyone, it's Kevin here. So I'm going to show you how to get rich now. Wow. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Me, Kevin, has pivoted his channel. And Strongman Personal Finance is not happy. Oh, no. I'm pissed. Oh, baby. That was a bussy move you did there, Meat Breath. And I think you're up to some shenanigans. I can see it in your eyes, boy. So what we're going to do is roast all of his new videos that he's starting to pump out. Because some of the stuff that he says, especially this video, I couldn't believe my ears. I was like, what? So in this video, how to get rich now, from 50K salary to millionaire in 2024. It's so easy, bro. If you're making 50K this year, you'll be a millionaire in 2024. Okay, it's so easy, bro. You can get rich right now. My Tessa bro. So let's see what old Meat Breath has to say. And I'm gonna absolutely roast this garbage video. Now, to start the video off, let's think about the imagery that he's showing here. Let's watch the first minute.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from $60,000 a year at a job to millionaire. Let's get into it. Ready, Jack? High five. I need a high five, bro. High five, bro. Oh, he died. Oh, no.
You can't tickle me.
Look, let's be clear. Today's economy sucks. It really sucks. It feels kind of like you bought a lottery ticket and you're looking at the lottery numbers and you're like, oh my God, did I win? And then you realize you got one of the numbers wrong.
So here this mother effer is, in his private jet. That's right, a private jet that he bought with his grift bucks. And he's here trying to empathize with you, the average poor person that makes 50K a year, the scrub that signs up for his Patreon, bro. This is utterly ridiculous, okay? You don't create a sense of connection with your audience by having this like fake emotional conversation where you talk to your audience about how tough it is out there while you're flying in your private jet. What, are you gonna have caviar in the next clip? Meet Kevin? So basically he's like, oh, it's tough out there, and I sympathize with you, and I'm crying myself to sleep because it's so, I'm living the same experience you are, collecting my grift bucks. I can totally understand how you're feeling right now. And then he goes ahead and gives you a pretty interesting blueprint for how to change your horrible life, because obviously he knows exactly what you're going through. So let's go ahead and listen to how we actually get rich. Because the first part of this video was pretty cringe, which is typical of me, Kevin. Here's my private jet, bro. Wow.
Step number one, and people don't like to hear this, and I want to be clear, step number one is not going to be for everyone. There are going to be a lot of people who say, you know what, look, I've got family where I live, I can't do that feasibly, whatever. So step number one, consider it optional. Everybody's going to have their own personal circumstances here. But step number one, in my opinion, you're making 50, 60K a year, and you want to get to that next level, consider moving to a high cost of living area. Ooh, I said it. Okay, that sounds intense. Most of the time when people...
Just move, bro. Just uproot your life, sell your house, buy a new house when interest rates are at 8%, live in a high cost of living area where you probably can only afford a 20 square foot apartment. Yeah, just move, bro. That's, because at the end of the day, if you make 60K right now, if you make 60K and then your cost of living is 50K, but then you move to New York and you make 90K, and then your cost of living is 100K, you're obviously better off because you've moved up. You're making more money. This is utterly ridiculous, okay? I live in, Hampton Roads, Virginia. This is kind of a medium-ish cost of living area. I could go move to D.C., which is a high cost of living area, and get a raise. I would make more money in D.C. than I do right now. But the area is so expensive, my quality of life would actually be worse. So just because you're making 50 or 60K, but you're in Iowa... guess what? You might actually have a better quality of life living off that 50 or 60K in a lower cost of living area than moving to a freaking city and spending all this freaking money just so you can get a higher salary. Yeah, which, by the way, you pay more taxes on. But yeah, just move to a high cost of living area, bro. It's so easy. Let's keep watching.
People hear that on YouTube, they freak out. Most of the advice that you're going to get on YouTube is going to be people going, You need to cut your budget. You need to save every dime you get your hands on. You need to live in austerity, rice and beans, and then you'll be able to get ahead. It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense.
Oh yeah, cutting unnecessary expenses and paying off your debt. That's nonsense. You know what's not nonsense? Leave your family, pay moving costs, you gotta rent a van, sell your house, pay commissions, go ahead and move to another part of the country that's way more expensive, pay insanely high interest rates for a new mortgage, and that's the way to do it. Don't cut your expenses. No! Just get a raise, but then live in an area that's gonna cost you more.
What you should do is consider the following. Why are certain areas of the country high cost of living areas? And I'm not talking about a dump like San Francisco. That's like the opposite, okay? Think about this. Miami, Los Angeles, Manhattan. Why would those three places, and I'm not suggesting you definitely go to those three places. I hate LA's guts, okay? San Diego is way better, okay? And so is Santa Barbara. But anyway, why would those be so expensive? Why are homes so expensive there? Why are rents so expensive there? And why do people keep moving there? Same goes for Boston even. It's because that's where the jobs are. And so when you go to a high cost of living area, you can actually make more money. Think about this. When you go to replace...
Yes, you can, but your cost of living will also be higher. Think about the DC example I gave you. I'm not moving to DC to get a higher wage, which I'll pay higher taxes on, and I'll have a lower quality of life than where I live right now, okay? So that's his first bit of advice. So, here I am on my private jet sympathizing with you, because I totally have a connection to you. And then you need to move to a very expensive, just uproot your entire life, leave your family behind, and just go to a very expensive area, bro, because you'll get a raise, right? All right, let's listen to the second step. So we went and sold our house, and now we're living in a very expensive place with probably higher taxes, probably very leftist, and our quality of life is massively diminished. What's the next step?
Step number 2, and no, you're not going to do this right now, but everything that you do is going to be for the plan of eventually buying real estate. Look, I know rates are high right now. I know.
I could just stop right there. Just buy real estate, bro. Just buy real estate, bro. Passive income, bro. Let me tell you a little secret from the tax perspective. You don't want passive income. Why? Because the tax benefits are actually less for passive income than they are for active income. But that's another story. Real estate is not the panacea for all your problems. Just buy real estate, bro. It's very, very risky. Okay? It isn't, you don't just go buy a house and you become an instant millionaire. No, you got to manage a property. You got to make sure you buy a place that isn't going to cost you a fortune, that isn't going to fall apart. You got to make sure you can actually get people in the home. You got to make sure people are in the home, they aren't pieces of crap and destroy it. You got to make sure that your rental property is profitable. You have more upkeep costs, both maintaining the house, the rental property, and the management of the property. And during tax time, you're going to pay more to your tax accountant to file a Schedule E. There's a lot that goes in to owning rental property. You don't just buy real estate, bro. Why not just max your tax advantage accounts by total market index? That requires no maintenance. You can just dollar cost average. Whenever I hear somebody say buy real estate, to me it's like people think it's just this easy way to make money. It's very risky. When you buy real estate, you're buying one property in one city, in one state, in one country. That's your diversification. If one thing goes wrong, you're sunk. You're in debt. Okay? Because you have to take out a loan to buy a freaking house. If you buy an index fund, guess what? You don't have to use any leverage, and the worst that it can go to is 0, which it's probably not going to. Okay? Just buy real estate, bro. Let's keep watching.
Prices are unaffordable, but every single action you take, every time you swipe that credit card, think about getting a car loan, think about getting some kind of other debt. I want you to think. Don't buy another four-wheeler, okay? Don't buy a forklift. I don't even know why I'm pointing at that. We're going to focus on everything, every action that we take. We are going to think, how is this going to affect our ability to buy a home? You missed that.
Yes, that's all I think about is, I'm just going to buy a house, bro, because that solves all your problems.
That payment on the credit card, your home loan in the future and 5 years from now just got more expensive. You file bankruptcy, good luck trying to get a quality home loan within the next 7 to 10 years.
Okay, so we're going to move to a high cost of living area where homes are probably insanely valued. and then we're gonna have 8% interest rates, and we're gonna buy a home. Okay, I'm starting to see the picture here. Here I am living in Hampton Roads, working a good paying job in a medium cost of living area, and I'm doing side gigs. I'm doing it all wrong. I just need to go buy another house, bro. I have one. I need 2 houses, bro. I need 5 houses. Okay, let's hear step 3. Let's hear the genius of meat breath.
All right, let's get to the next step. Next step. You may have heard this one before, but not the strategy that I'm going to suggest. Now, look, I'm a licensed financial advisor. You know this. I'm becoming a stockbroker.
Oh, he's a licensed. Oh, I'm rubbing my nipples right now. He's a licensed financial advisor. That's not impressive. Okay, you know who was also a licensed financial advisor? Me! I was. I'm not anymore. You pass a test, the Series 7. It's like Intro to Finance. Okay, then I took the Series 66, and then I took the Virginia Life Health and Annuities exam. They were all a joke. It's very, very basic finance and business tests. And when you pass the tests, guess what? You're a licensed financial advisor. It doesn't mean jack all. You know what financial advisors know? They know how to sell you insurance and scam people. Okay? It is not impressive at all. But let's keep watching.
This isn't personalized advice for you. This is designed to give you perspective so you can decide what you want to do with it. But here's what you got to do. The IRS just raised the limit to contribute to a Roth to $7,000 per year. Now remember, I earlier in step 2 said everything we're going to be talking about is trying to get you to buy a house in the future or a townhouse, whatever. You know, I hear
Oh God, where is this going? No.
people all the time that like, oh, but Kevin, I can't buy it because it's too expensive in my area, and now here you are saying go into a high cost of living area. Well, stop looking at 4-bedroom with a pool and this massive backyard. I don't even have a big backyard. This house has 10 times the backyard I have.
Just buy a shack, bro. Just buy a doghouse.
Why Roth though? Because here's what the Roth does for you. Right now, with money market rates over 5%, which you could easily get, just Google money market Fidelity, money market T. Rowe Price, money market Schwab. They're all these mutual fund money markets are yielding roughly over 5%. Just check to make sure you get one that's low fees. What the beautiful thing about these is you can own them in a Roth, which means you could actually make that 5% roughly interest tax-free with money you contribute to the Roth after you pay your taxes. So you pay your taxes, you take up to $7,000, you throw it into the Roth. Now you park it in a money market. You're yielding 5% now tax-free, okay? But what are you really doing? Well, you're doing 2 things. You're creating, 1, an emergency fund inside the wrapper of a Roth, and number 2,
The Roth IRA is not an emergency fund. What does the R stand for in IRA? Does it stand for emergency? There's an R in emergency, I guess, right? But no, it stands for retirement. A Roth IRA is your retirement account. You put money in there, so when you're 59 and a half, you can take it out without any penalties and live off of that until you die, okay? Your emergency fund does not go into an IRA because you don't want to be pulling money out of an IRA until your retirement, hence the R.
2, you are saving for your down payment for real estate. Now, how does that work?
You can do that in a taxable account. Look, every year you get, well, now it's 7K. You get a certain amount of money you can put into an IRA every year. That's it, okay? You put the money in. If you take it out at a later point because you want to make a down payment, well, that year has already passed. You can't recontribute that money. You only have a certain amount of time to put as much as you can in this IRA. You do not want to use an IRA for a freaking emergency savings and for a down payment on a home. You know what I did? I put money into my tax advantage accounts, and I had a separate amount of money going to my savings, which I then used to help pay for my house in a taxable account. So I didn't have to touch a dime. When money goes in my Roth IRA, it stays there. It doesn't go anywhere. It goes straight into VT, and it's going to sit there for 30 or 40 freaking years or 50 years, however long it's going to take until I actually sell it. Okay? This is garbage advice. Move to a high cost of living area. Okay? Shove something up your butt, whatever he said. And then use your IRAs and emergency savings and then a deposit for real estate. Really? This is the millionaire advice? Okay. I guess if you don't count your debt, you'd be a freaking millionaire. What's the next step? Light a fire? You're lighting a fire in me, boy.
Let's talk. All right, so this is the hard part, especially since it's a tougher economy right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you're struggling. Well, he probably is because he bought a freaking jet.
First thing that I always like to do is recommend talk to your boss. Talk to your boss about what you can do to provide more value, and I would be very transparent with them. I just say, hey, boss, was wondering, I'm looking to make some more money. I'm down to work more hours. I'm down to get another skill or license.
Hey, boss. Oh, give me more work, boss. You know what your boss is going to do? They're just going to make you work more and pay you the same.
Oh, yes, sonny boy, you want some more work, Mr. Bell? You want to stay an extra 2 hours a day? Oh, absolutely. You're on a salary, so we can't pay you anymore, Mr. Bell. But you know what? We're going to give you more work, okay?
I'm not against self-improvement. But instead of slurping your boss, getting on your knees and giving him a you-know-what, a blumpkin, you need to focus on, like, developing your skills and then start a side business, okay? I do YouTube. I tutor. I fluff. All the things that I do on the side. You don't need to go to your boss and give more time to your employer when they're going to give you the same paycheck regardless if you do 40 hours a week or 80 hours a week, okay? That's how freaking salaries work.
Oh, boss. Oh, boss. Give me more work, please, and pay me the same. Me, Kevin said this to do this.
Or certification. What recommendation do you have for me so that I could work on at least getting to the path of making more money, right?
Oh, I've got a recommendation. Zip. You know you actually make more money? You job hop. That's how you get raises, okay? I've job hopped twice in the last past year and a half, and I've got $20,000 of raises. Okay, I would not have gotten that staying at one job. If you really want a raise, instead of slurping on your boss, you should probably apply somewhere else. If you're really that desperate for a raise, okay? But don't just leave a job if it's a great job. But holy freaking crap, there's better ways than to just go walk into your boss's office, crawl to him or her, because we're equal on this channel, on your hands and knees, and then beg your boss for more work so they can just basically use you more and pay you the same. Man, I can see why, I'm about to become a millionaire. And then we got balance here. Oh, me, Kevin, is the definition of balance.
Then there's the other part where people talk about balance. I found that one of the best ways, if you're on your path to working towards becoming that longer term millionaire before you get into your real estate and all that, is I like to call it dedicated balance, where you spend really exclusive, committed time with people. Just sitting around with your family, that's not too useful. Committed date nights with your partner, committed trips with your children or your parents. Those are the types of balance that I like. So I'm a big fan of work hard, then keep working hard, then play a little hard, and then work hard again. Now keep in mind,
Play so hard you get a DUI? Oh, damn. No, I'm just kidding. All right, of course you should have balance, okay? Like, I'm not going to debate that point. But, okay, so you listen to all this advice. Buy a house. Put your down payment in a Roth IRA. Slurp your boss's schlong. This is not going to make you a millionaire. You're going to be freaking broke. You're going to move to a city that's very expensive and highly taxed. You're going to buy a home, but you can't afford. You're going to buy a doghouse. You're literally going to live in a freaking doghouse. Fido is going to be taking a dump next to your face at night because that's the only place you can afford. It's going to be a freaking disaster. Oh, this video was cringe. Kevin, this is almost a gift, Kevin. I appreciate this, okay? You stop sending me your checks? It's game on, brother. Game on. All right, that's my reaction. I guess we're all going to be millionaires now if we just follow this. I'm selling my house tomorrow, and I'm moving to downtown D.C. I'm going to buy a house with a dog house with 8% interest and probably have a higher mortgage than I have right now. Oh, and I'm going to raid my Roth IRA for it, of course. Of course, sell my BT. And yeah, it's not for retirement. It's emergency fund, right? All right, cheers.